WWN and FIP faithful getting behind Fred YEHI. Will YEHI be able to exorcise one of the demons haunting his record here in the World Wrestling Network? He was successful last night, Style Battle Season 1, Episode 6.
Introducing first, to my right, he is the challenger, Tracer X! And his opponent, he is the FIP World Heavyweight Champion, Fred YEHI!
So while Fred YEHI last night finally secured a Style Battle Championship, Season 1, Episode 6, after getting to the finals of both Episode 4 and Episode 5, once again, you got to think in the back of his head, that loss in the first round of Episode 2. While he was so impressed by Tracer X, so respectful, Fred is one of those competitors, incredibly unorthodox. Tracer X is facing Fred YEHI tonight in an entirely different setting than that of Style Battle. Again, no rules. And that suplex right there, getting things off to an explosive start here.
Let's bring up the fact, Trevin. You mentioned that Fred YEHI won Style Battle last night, which meant that he had to wrestle 3 times. I don't know where Tracer X was wrestling last night. I have a feeling he didn't wrestle 3 times, though. And that could be an advantage if the match goes long. And maybe that's why Fred is being so aggressive in the early going.
And you see, stopping the knee, nuking him right there. YEHI, to your point, did indeed have to wrestle 3 times last night. Maybe it was keeping him warm. Full of momentum right here. And as you're hearing FIP faithful, they are letting Tracer X know. I don't think he's just in trouble, MSL. You might argue he's in big trouble. YEHI powering up. Tracer X to the top. Keep an eye, though, Tracer X, both high-flying as well as often unorthodox in some of his own offense. Making a name for himself in 2017, but many are saying that Fred YEHI is the MVP of WWN in 2017. It's definitely a big matchup for both of these men. What a kick to the face. And it looks like Tracer X wasted no time flying, showing that high-flying style.
It was a frog clothesline. We've had toads, we've had frogs. It's been crazy tonight.
Just getting him over. Nearly dropping him right on his head with that exploder suplex. No rules, nothing wrong with that.
What we're seeing, too, from Fred YEHI here, as he goes to the stomps that he's so famous for.
Stomping on both hands.
We've often seen Fred, because he is the heavyweight champion of the world, have to face men of so many different sizes. And now that he's facing a man that's around his own size, I think the suplexes that are such a big part of his arsenal become a bigger factor.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, the number of times, and a double stomp to end it, he just stomped on both hands of Tracer X. Tracer X is going to be lucky if he can use those hands anytime in the next month, let alone tonight.
Well, there are some countries, though, that have physical punishment if you're caught stealing. I think they should bring in Fred YEHI, and he gets to stomp the hands of the thieves.
Oh, you can see Tracer X, though, working through the pain, able to use both the feet and the forearm here. And having an answer. In fact, rolling through with Fred. Nearly surprising him there. And you got to think if Tracer X wanted to, would have been totally legal to hold on to those tights. Notice he did. Get out of the way this time to stop. I guess you can be taught after being stomped enough times. A little conditioning, if you will. Tracer X is in control right now. Running shooting stars is it. No, champion kicks out. Like we said, MSL, the speed, the athleticism, the agility of Tracer X now not only on display, but I mean, that is going to be his strengths. That is going to be what's going to win him this match tonight, just like he defeated YEHI at Style Battle Season 1, Episode 2.
Well, yeah, and it's not just because the speed advantage that he has allows him to hit Fred YEHI. It's also the fact that with the kind of offense that Fred utilizes, which is based so much on catching you, the faster you are, the harder Fred has to work.
Indeed, you see the speed there, getting Tracer X out of the way and able to hit a chop. YEHI began this matchup incredibly dominant, but right now the challenger...
Well, the challenger claims that it's the champion that's in big trouble now. I don't know if taunting Fred YEHI is the way to go.
A little attitude never hurt anybody, and we'll see here, Tracer X. How is he going to capitalize? Looking for a suplex, but instead Fred YEHI catches him, just dumps him head first. A double stomp to the back. And while Tracer X probably has 0% body fat, no muscle is going to protect you from that double stomp. When YEHI gets started, release German here, folding up Tracer X. This could be the beginning of the end. Can you get over the way he just manhandled him, powered her up, and again, another release German suplex after powering him up.
And Tracer X, I don't know if it was out of instinct or just happenstance, on the floor here now. So Fred not able to go for the cover after those two German suplexes. Fred decided to go to the outside. Clearly there's no countouts here in Full Impact Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's usually one of those situations. Could be a champion's advantage. Doesn't exist here. Let's see what Fred's going to do. Planting Tracer X there. Just chopping him right through that chair. Furniture definitely not having a good night tonight here at the Orpheum. Tracer X definitely going to have to regroup here. As YEHI basks in the destruction he's caused thus far on this young man. We talked about it before, MSL, last couple of years. Fred YEHI rising in the ranks here in WWN. Could all that momentum be stopped right now by Tracer X, who's trying to fight off the champion in those kicks? Enough to finally get him free.
Both men need to be careful on the floor. Drinks have been spilled. It's very slippery out there now.
Very unique way to fly through. Hurricanrana taking Fred YEHI about 20 feet across all those chairs. Innovative offense from Tracer X.
There's at least about $16 worth of beer that's been spilled down there. Don't tell Teddy Stigma he'll be devastated, but right now Tracer X, that Hurricanrana, on the floor, taking out the front row, the second row, the third row. But is it enough to take out the champion, Fred YEHI?
YEHI's prone, caught with a kick, taking him through. Like you said, you see FIP faithful running for their lives here. No countouts. Tracer X does not have to rush. He can continue to attack YEHI, but look at YEHI. Throwing chairs to fight off Tracer X. There comes to that point where you get to the primal instinct, MSL. You don't worry anymore about really what's couth. You don't worry about throwing chairs and who you might hit or not hit. Get the heck out of the way.
And much of what we've seen in this match has been uncouth. It's been a very uncouth contest here.
These guys fighting over to the bar. Vantage points obscured. As these guys now, he is prone. The champion could be in for a world of hurt here as Tracer X.
He's not going to go for a pile driver on the bar, is he?
I was wondering. YEHI planning himself, though. And that's the thing with Fred YEHI. He knows how to change his center of mass. In fact, not only that, dumping Tracer X head first on the bar. Arguably one of the most beaten bars in the entire world when it comes, especially the world of professional wrestling. There's only one Orpheum. You got to join us here, southeastern home of the World Wrestling Network. And right now, Tracer X Back to the Future NES style thrown off that bar by the champion. And asking for the hat of the lovely Barbara bartender here. Is he gonna throw him across again? He's dragging him. Trust me, friction is not Tracer X's friend right now. Can you imagine just the pure burn? I don't know what you call it, wood burn, I guess. As it gets thrown again off the bar. And I don't think I've ever seen that here in the Orpheum. And like a gentleman, giving the hat back to the lovely Barbara. YEHI now, making sure no chair is still standing here in all Section B. What a night here tonight, Heatstroke 2017 MSL. You're watching the FIP World Heavyweight Champion.
On your feet, you son of a biscuit.
Defending that championship against challenger Tracer X. Champion in control right now. Forcing Tracer X back into the ring, and Tracer X MSL, he's gonna have to dig deep.
Well, he's been digging deep the whole match. I don't know what Tracer X has left after the barroom brawl we've just seen.
Yeah, escaping the fisherman, but YEHI able to catch him with that elbow. However, rolling through is Tracer X. Nearly put away the champion. Could you imagine? And the kick. He's got to follow it up though, MSL. And he attempted again the running shooting star, but this time caught. YEHI saw it coming and able to hit. Fisherman Busters is it. No, Tracer X kicks out.
And again, this goes back to what we mentioned earlier, Fred YEHI as the heavyweight champion, often facing larger opponents. It's been a little while since we've seen the Fisherman Buster here at FIP from Fred YEHI, and executed so perfectly. And we're seeing another facet of the offense of Fred YEHI, taking advantage of the fact that he's finally in a fair fight in terms of facing someone his own size, and really excelling here. And you can almost see it in his face how much he's loving it.
So this is interesting, MSL. I don't think I've really seen Fred since FIP has become the FIP that we now know and love, taking advantage of the furniture like this.
Shows what a versatile athlete he is, though. You know, we've never really seen Fred YEHI go extreme in this sense, and yet he seems so comfortable doing it.
It's gonna be over a dozen chairs in the ring. What is the champion thinking? Very prone Tracer X. I can't see anything good coming from this one of these competitors.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like he's gonna set up a poetry reading here, Trevin.
Is that what happens after the show here in the Orpheum? I always wondered what sink or swim meant. A chair to the back of Tracer X. Yeah, I definitely a man on a mission. He's got him up, tripping over the chairs, and I'm not shocked. Think about it, he couldn't see his feet. Carrying a man who's a good, what, buck 60 plus. Chairs are everywhere, but how quickly he recovered.
Oh, if he hits this superplex, both men are gonna take so much punishment here. There's nowhere safe to land.
Absolutely not, but you can see Tracer X is on the receiving end. There's more chairs under him. Not sure what the champion's thinking. Perhaps this is what he thinks it might take to beat Tracer X. I pointed out once again, rules are totally different than what we saw at Style Battle. The champion precariously hanging off, but able to fight his way back. Again, holding on. If he falls off, if either man falls off, this could be bad, MSL. geez. MSL superplex through the chairs, and like you said, MSL, the soothsayer, you are, both men feeling the punishment, and Tracer X kicks out. Wasn't worth it, MSL.
Well, you'd have to ask him in about 10 years. And these are the kinds of matches that do long-term damage to the back, to the spine, and it shows how bad he wants to remain the FIP World Heavyweight Champion.
Fred again stacking up chairs, powering through the pain he must be in after really going through nearly as many chairs as Tracer X. I had the geometry wrong the way he landed. By God. Perhaps going for a powerbomb, but instead caught by the super kick. Tracer X showing signs of life. Second kick connects. Could this be the difference maker, MSL? You heard it right there. Exploder suplex. X gonna give it to you. Pinfall. The champion just kicks out. But Tracer X is wasting no time. MSL. Is history gonna be made? Is lightning gonna strike twice? 450. No champion. But YEHI kicks out. The entire Orpheum's in shock. I don't honestly know where Tracer X got the energy. The adrenaline must be flowing just to do that springboard 450, but the champion, not only kicking out, but look at him. I talked about primal instinct earlier. You just can't keep Fred down. Another chair to the back of Fred YEHI. Can you imagine the pain both of these men are in right now?
What about the pain those chairs must be in?
Yeah, I don't know why Tracer X is wasting time moving furniture. He needs to capitalize.
Maybe it's a preventative measure.
That's a good point.
The chairs aren't in there. Fred can't throw Tracer X into them.
It's a good point, but by the same token, you're not going to see the champion prone like this for long. And in fact, you see the 2 feet to the face, the boots. And we've seen before the kicks, the fast feet of Fred YEHI. Like a blur. It's like Liu Kang in Mortal Kombat, just a bit more stationary. The bicycle kick. Forcing Tracer X to crumple. And guess what? If he gets this in, the Koji clutch, that could be all she wrote. Is Tracer X gonna pass out? He did. An absolute war here in the Orpheum. Fred YEHI continues the momentum, continues to resemble the claim of MVP in WWN in 2017. And MSL, 5 days from now, 6 days from now, I'll learn math. It'll be Joplin, Maryland, August the 11th. He's going to get an opportunity.